Okay, so the first one, there was a guy walking down the street, and I was thinking like we should give him a gift card, and then Matthew said that too. He's like, here, you want to like we should give this to him. But since he's like a bigger dude, he didn't want to go running after him, so I went after him. His name is Ben, and he's from somewhere near Saudi Arabia. He's trying to get home, and for whatever reason he can't. He was really grateful for the gift card, and I told him that we'd be praying for him, and he was like super grateful and shook my hand and everything. So that was like our first, whatever, when we first got there. And then the second one, so yeah, because we were watching these dogs, and she was just like kind of out of nowhere, like, oh, okay, I'll take one, or like, like sign me up or something like that, and she's just super bubbly and like joyful. Like you could tell that she was just joyful. So Matthew started typing up her ministry, and I was talking to them, and they just came from the art of Banksy. So I was asking them like their experience there and like which piece of art stood out to them the most. And the first one that she said was Jesus on the cross with like shopping bags in his hand. So I guess to them it was symbolic of like the commercialism of Christianity. And then they started talking about other artwork, and they were talking about how like when people try to better the world, they actually make it a worse place. And they kind of made some like other religious like references, like other religions. So when Matthew read her writing, she was like, that's scary accurate for just meeting me. She was like just totally excited about the whole thing and asked if she could give him a hug. It was really cute. It was really cute. You could just tell, like, I got the sense that she has like maybe had some Christianity like in her past, but maybe it was given in like the side of religion or a different way or whatever. You could just tell. I feel like she's known the Lord for a while, but like didn't really know that it was him because nobody's really ever presented him in the light that he actually is. So we didn't say anything about the Lord or anything to them that
because they were winding it up. You could tell that they wanted to move on. So
yeah.
So we just took it as far as grace can. I do write the website on the back, and I do need to record a salvation message.
So then our second one was this gentleman named Wayne. You could tell that he had been homeless for a while. He said that somebody told him to move. I don't know if it was to here or California. He was from LA. He was moving so he could get like better money for being homeless or whatnot. But he
was super curious. He was across the street, and he kept looking, and then finally he approached us.
Yeah, he was sweet. And he like sang this song, like this old school hymn, which was really cool about the Lord. He started talking to us about the Lord. So Matthew read.
We kind of felt like it might be away from money, though. He just kind of recites some stuff, and people are like, because he asked us for money later. We gave him a gift card, but go ahead.
Yeah. But after when Matthew read his poem to him, he just like quickly like took it and then like left. And then he turned around and asked us for money. And my sense with that, I felt like it really made him feel like vulnerable and maybe a little like raw or like open. So in my opinion, I really think it impacted him. And then the second or the third was these two girls, one of their friends from Chicago moved here, and they're from Chicago. So they were here, and I was asking them like what they're doing here, and they were kind of like, oh, I don't know, we're just like, walking around town, whatever, like waiting for their friend to like wake up. Like they really didn't even know what they were going to do with their day, kind of a thing. And then there was another couple standing behind them that was waiting, like interested and watching. So Matthew typed up one of their poems and then gave it to me to read and like go to the side, and then he typed up the other couple's poem. So I read it to these girls, and they were, I would say they're probably like, maybe young 20s. When I read it, the girl that it was for like literally started like shaking and started like tearing up. And then the other girl, there was just like this like glow on her face. Like you could just see that the Lord just totally impacted them, and they were like, wow, that is crazy. Like he's gifted. Like that was so right on. And she was just like absorbing it. So I said, well, do you know where he gets that gift from? It's from the Holy Spirit. And I was like, I really feel like the Lord just wanted to encourage you today and see that he like sees you. And they were like, oh, wow, we're going to move to Denver. Like, this is the best day ever.
We're for sure moving here.
They left just like if they started skipping, I wouldn't have been surprised. Like they were just so they could feel the presence of the Lord. So I'm just excited to see what the Lord does in their heart. Well, I'm not going to see it, but whatever. To just be a part of that little encounter. It was really cute. And then the last one was that couple that was waiting, and they ended up being like spirit-filled believers. And it was really cool because the guide said that while they were waiting, he was looking at like free poems and kind of seeing his thing, and he was like, "Oh, I wonder if that was a gift given to him by the Holy Spirit." It like totally was.
We're like,
Yeah, so that was really cool. They were from Texas. The guy was from South Africa. So that was cool. He was really excited. Plus, they took a picture of the four of us. I'd really like to have that picture. But they were here from Texas visiting her brothers who had been like ostracized from the family. I guess her parents are like really like rigid Christians, which is really sad. But she was here to like reconcile with her brothers and whatnot. And she really felt like our encounter was just more confirmation about like what she's doing. And so she started telling about all these things, and like she's a kindergarten teacher, so you can imagine, just kind of like full of life and just really adorable. So anything else to add?